Hello and welcome to LARP. Today I'm going to show you how to make an arrow quiver such as this. Now, I've already made a video on how to make an arrow quiver, but now that I'm playing Ranger, I need one of my own, and while I was at it, I thought I can improve on the design. So I think this is a bit better looking than the last one. It's got this additional strap, so it hangs at an angle. The arrows don't bunch up under my armpit. It's also a bit shorter, so it doesn't dangle past my knees and hinders me when running around in the woods. So if this is something that interests you, like and subscribe, stay tuned, and I'm going to show you exactly how I made this. For material, I've got this thin greenish leather and this old leather school bag. This green leather I've got years ago on eBay for cheap because it's got this strange greenish swamp color. It's the same leather I used to make the primitive bellows from. I've got a lot of it. And this old school bag used to belong to my sister when she went to elementary school. Now it's becoming a quiver. So we start by cutting this apart with a sharp knife. After selecting the two pieces I'm going to use, I'm soaking them in warm water so they become soft and pliable. These two pieces will be used to reinforce the inner structure of the quiver, and I want to sew them together like this. And at first I was going at it with my sewing awl, which is usually easy enough to work with, but the holes didn't line up perfectly. So if you are using some repurposed leather such like this, look out for that. Look out if the holes actually line up. But at some point I lost patience and just went to my leather sewing machine and sewed the two pieces together on the machine. These two pieces are going to become the belt loop to fasten the quiver, but they are too bright, so I'm using some oil dye to make them a bit darker, a bit more brown. At first they didn't take the color very well, but when I went for a second coating, they were soaked enough in the oil dye that they finally took the brown color and ended up looking really nice. Notice that I'm wearing a glove on my left hand, because everything that can color leather, that can stain leather, will also color and stain your skin. So watch out for that, wear protection. With the inner pieces sewn together, it's time to cut the green leather that will become the outer skin to shape. Here I'm testing how long this is going to be. It needs to be past the point of balance of this arrow, and I figured a bit longer than the internal framework will do. So I'm carefully arranging where to put this, and then I cut the green leather with my good pair of tailor's scissors. Notice that this is not square, this is a trapezoid shape. This is thicker on the bottom of the quiver than at the top, because LARP arrows have such big bulbing heads. And I don't want to stick them in the quiver with the head upwards. That makes them awkward to draw and shoot. So the quiver needs to be bigger in the bottom, so I can put a lot of arrows in there. Also I need a roundish piece to form that button, and I'm just eyeballing this here and making an elliptical shape. Cut it from the leather, and it ended up being more accurate than I thought possible. My eyeballing ability is getting better and better. And this piece will be sewn to the thicker leather, and I'm not pretending to do this by hand. This will be sewn on my leather sewing machine here and here. Now that this is sewn on, it's time to fasten the belt loops. One in the middle to fasten the top to the belt, and these I will sew per hand, so I'm pre-punching some holes with my awl here, using a bit of old wool fabric as a pin cushion, so I can punch through the leather without punching into my table. And I totally forgot how I punched the holes into the bottom piece. Basically 6 holes per side should hold it fine. I didn't film how I sewed this together because I broke my sewing awl and it was embarrassing. If you want to watch me sew leather, go take a look at the how to make a leather knife sheath video, where I show that in more and less embarrassing detail. But with those fixed, it's time to sew the bottom, the thin leather bottom, onto the quiver, and then sew the sides together like this, which will happen off screen on my leather sewing machine. Now this is sewn together inside out, so I soaked it in warm water again to make it nice and pliable, and now it's time to pull the outside out. And because the thicker leather is very stiff even while soaked, this was a bit of a chore, but I eventually managed to do it. And after that I stuff it so it stays in shape while it is laid out to dry overnight. Lastly, I'm making a strap to hold the quiver at an angle, and I'm making this way more complicated than it really needs to be. I'm using a strap and the buckles from the leather back. I've also stained these in a darker brown tone, so I'm making it length adjustable, but that's really unnecessary. I've tried it out, so you don't have to. You can just make it the same length so it covers the distance from the top belt loop to the bottom belt loop. Just the same distance, and you're good to go. Okay, let's try it out. The reason I made the quiver for the ranger costume first is because I'm a really bad marksman. I'm not good at shooting a bow, as you can see in this video. So while I'm making the rest of the costume, I will also be practicing shooting arrows and not losing them on the ground over the course of the next 6 months until the first con as ranger. I'll probably make a video in March or April showing my progress. So that's it. Thanks for watching and goodbye.